All right, so we got NatureWarden versus MoreWork. NatureWarden, he is a part of team the Tavern, Van Hale's team. MoreWork, he is from team Blah, Base Lame Advocates. I go with Blah, but this should be an interesting match. If I check real quick, the score is 3-9. The Tavern's losing 3 to Base Lame Advocates 9. So it's a pretty important match. There's still a few left to go. I didn't even come back to a game yet. All right. Just waiting for them to load. More work is going random. Nature Warden is Night Elf. We'll see where it leads. I'm wondering if this is an older version of the map. I thought they said they removed that white dot that you can see on the bottom left of the map right there. I don't know if that's just in-game they removed it. No, it's still there. So I thought they said in one of the patches they removed that. I could be wrong though. So Nature Warden's got Night Elf. MoreWork is the human. I haven't seen them play in quite a while. Nature Warden I haven't seen since last season. He used to train a little bit with my team. He is relatively new, comparatively new. It'll be interesting to see what he does. And MoreWork, I actually really have not seen him play at all, so I can't say much. He seems to have gone random. I don't know if that's a thing he normally does or he's just trying out this week, but we'll see. Nature Warden, he either doesn't know the map or he is not intending on doing any Ancient of War creeping. Frankly, I don't even know the map well enough to know where you're supposed to Ancient of War creep. I don't know if it's supposed to be on this green. Doubt this green. I don't really think you should be doing it for the expo, but maybe. And we got DH first versus Archmage. So pretty standard for MoreWork so far. These expos, both of them are very easy to take, but they're both very open. You know, if a human tries to take this expo, that's a very, very short walk for the DH just to walk over. So nature is definitely late on the second Moonwell. Sitting at 18 out of 20 food though. Normally you want to get up a few more wisp. Get over to 2020, but he's chosen to get a second archer. MoreWork, he's chosen to get rifleman, it looks like, tier 1. Or I presume it's rifleman, you never really know. But this is unusual building placement and unusual just option. You know, this isn't normally how you play this, but we'll see. Now, I did say that he wasn't intending on pulling the creeps, you know, AOW creeping, but I was wrong. He decided to get 2 archers and then pull the AOW, pull to the AOW. It's pretty far though. Don't. I guess it's working, but not exactly. It's going to be a while for no reason. On the other side, humans doing human things, water elementals tanking. Foots have taken quite a bit of damage though, so that'll hurt. Potentially. A little bit later, but that was just level 2 for the Archmage. He is teching. He got Blacksmith and then teched. Not building rifles just yet. So that's basically, yeah, that's suboptimal, but it is what it is. He's now making a rifleman, so he is changing that up. Got the dispel off, that's nice, so it's not giving any extra XP. But he's still sitting tier 1, and he got Ancient of Wonders, tier 1. Don't really know what he's planning on doing. He's still building Wisp. I mean, that's a standard amount of Wisp, but I don't know why they're still building them at this point. I guess that was a late Moonwell. And you know what? That's actually, I'm wrong. That is not a standard amount of wisp. He's going to have 4 archers, 26 food, so that should actually be 18. Usually you want, 1 more, 2 more wisp. So we're going to have to see how his wood count does as he techs. He did get a hunter's haul, at least that, so he is also teching a little bit slower than you normally would, so we'll see. I missed MoreWork getting completely messed up by this camp. That was at least 2 footies going down. I don't even think he built 4, so there's the third. MoreWork, if you watch this, well, first off, this camp was just too big to take for you. But second off, when you're creeping something like this and your footy or whatever it is getting focused, if you want to change the aggro of the creep, don't know what that was, but if you want to change the aggro of the creep, just attack one of your other minions or your hero. You don't even have to finish the attack. You can stop it as soon as you see that they change their aggro. This is somewhat interesting. He bought a moonstone in probably the beginning of the nighttime. I'm not sure why. Not sure what the plan is there exactly or what's the purpose. He's doing okay with the scouting with the wisp. That's good. And MoreWork is tier 2, getting Blood Mage second. So he's been watching some games, I guess. That is something people do versus versus Night Elves. Me, I just would probably have gone MK and try to bolt everything and kill it, but it's not bad trying it out. I have a feeling these guys are really unfamiliar with this map just from the way they're creeping. Like most people in this league, and most people probably on ladder, they down autumn leaves. So, I don't know. It's always kind of fun watching. Although nature either intentionally or unintentionally found a great hiding spot for that wisp. So that's going to be one of those spots that as a night elf you want to remember. It looks pretty hard for, I presume the reason it wasn't being attacked is because you can't see it. And you can pop that out later, check if there's an expo. So that's a good spot for that. Naga second. Let's see what he's going to do with it. He did get the staff. And he used... Okay, yeah, I was wondering where it went. The moonstone. Don't really see the purpose. You got plenty of moon juice. And it was nighttime. So that was kind of a waste of gold. No other reason. Now, there you go. I was going to say, I'm not hearing the ice arrow, frost arrow. With that frost arrow, with the boots, you can chase down these riflemen. But that was smart to back up there because this scroll, these heroes, and 4 rifles will kill you. Not sure what MoreWork is planning. If that's for an expo or if he's going to march across the base to the other side, I should say, to the Night Elf base and plop down these 2 ivory towers and try and just, tier 2 tower push. I haven't seen that in a long time. You'd always talk about sky pushes, but who knows? Yeah, I'm really not sure what's happening here. He built another water elemental, like, not near anything. So I'm not sure if that was he was just scared that the Night Elf was still around here. He's going to get a free creep, though. Though he's not paying attention. He might go back the wrong hero. So NatureWarden is just right-clicking heroes. And MoreWork is just right-clicking archers. And it's working out for both of them. So whose grand plan is going to work? We don't know yet. Going tier 3. I guess bears. I presume bears, but it's always bad to presume. Slow from the creeps. Playing awesome help. Now it's working against him though. He is going to need Dispel. Not for the creeps, but because with Rejuve out, it's going to become harder. You know, he's going to want to dispel the Roar or the Rejuve, whatever it may be. So it's 48 food to 39. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to find this little timing. Because NatureWarden is sitting on 100, or I should say 1,000 gold. Doesn't have Bear's Master yet. So bears still suck. They can rejuve, but, you know, it's only 1 or 2. And if Blood Mage wants, it can suck up all its life. This is okay right here for NatureWarden. He is buying himself time. But buying yourself time is totally worthless unless you do something with it. And getting Master Training is nice, but start pumping bears. There you go. He's also going to need another Moonwell very soon because bears cost a lot in food. This actually is pretty good positioning for these towers, for now at least. If the bears do come in, they're going to have to either poke the towers, or if they want to get to the riflemen, walk around the towers. Kind of blocks things, but let's see if MoreWork uses it or if he just walks by it now that, you know, he's got other things to kill. So we're starting out this fight with the DH having half-life. It was nice staff back on the True. He is trying to micro it, but what are you going to do now? He does have plenty of gold. He bought some items. That's nice. He's microing back his hero. That was also nice, but this is just a ton of stuff. A lot of weak riflemen. Tier 3, he might, with 800 gold, consider getting an orb. The towers are up now, though, but he does have 1 glaive thrower, so that's alright. But it's not alright if you're dead hero. It's getting a little laggy over here. So this game's over. There you go. Nice job from MoreWork. He had a plan. It probably would have even hit earlier, but he lost his Blood Mage, and that just slowed everything down. So just waiting on the next game name. Thank you, Cinematic, for posting my Twitch link 3 times. Really? Probably have a total of 2 viewers now. Just waiting for the next game name. And I'm reading this horrible chat. Yeah, I'm kind of reading the chat, Cinematic, but if I minimize during the game, I only have 1 screen, so if I minimize during the game right now, yeah, it freezes, so can't really do that. Plus, I'm slightly scared to read whatever Cinematic might be writing in my chat. That's like grounds for bans on Twitch, YouTube. I mean, probably everywhere. Still waiting on the next game. Nature should be hosting. Nature gets his map choice as well, so let's see. I don't know what they're doing. NatureWarden did a lot right that game, though. You know, like, you could see he micros and whatnot, but he's just slow on the macro, really. He had a lot of right ideas, I would say. All right. I don't know why MoreWork is hosting, but whatever. As long as they're cool with it. I don't know what. Maybe the chat knows. All my amazingly huge chat. What is MoreWork's main race? He's clearly randoming, but what does he normally play? Ah, fake Baron is here. Baron Von SG. I just like to think, like, anytime someone says thank you, Baron, like on a stream, like the one time it's ever happened, I just presume it's me and not Baron Von SG, because really, what has fake Baron actually done? What a waste. I don't know if he's listening. I'll feel bad if he's not listening, because now it sounds like I'm really actually talking shit about him. And then Van Hale. I don't know if Van Hale's listening, but that dude, the quietest of the admins, but he does a ton of work. So does Baron, fake Baron. I don't do anything. I just talk crap and pretend like I do something. Van Hale, though, he is extremely quiet half the time. People don't even know he's there, but he's always on top of things. He's always got his team, the Tavern, the name. That's how you always know it's Van Hale's team. And he's always here watching. We're just waiting on NatureWarden. Don't know if he's like watching the replay or something, or had to go to the bathroom. We got Tupac. Tupac's here, but not NatureWarden. Cinematic, I don't think you became a drunk on behalf of Van Hale. And thank you, Tupac, for being awkward. I'm not going to even respond to that. That's just weird. See, this is why I'm glad I'm not co-casting with Cinematic, because he probably 99%, repeat that out loud. I'm not going to say it, but it probably would have been said about 4 times by now when I said, can you stop saying it? All right. There he is. NatureWarden. So, last game came down to NatureWarden had a plan. Or, excuse me, MoreWork had a plan. NatureWarden had I think he probably had better micro. If that game went long, he probably would have won, but his macro slipped. And MoreWork, he had a plan. He didn't exactly execute it perfectly, but hey, plans are better than no plan. That's for sure. Doesn't matter, Cinematic, if they're good. Don't worry. Whoever hosts. If they're both NA, it doesn't totally matter. But, sure. Okay, apparently we're going to rehost this. I think Cinematic just wants me to talk more. Fill more awkward space and time talking to myself. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you're going to coach nature. Cinematic is saying he now has a little bit more time to coach nature. Sarcastically. I'm saying that because Cinematic plays undead than no other races as far as I know. And nature is night elf, and you can't double crypt ghoul rush. I know you're kidding. I'm kidding too, kinda. Slightly. We need a game. Let's just try random things. Gym. Refresh. Hey, I got it. No one hates you, Cinematic. It's just you and Remote, specifically, both love to dish it out. So you're going to get the offhand comment occasionally. Gotta admit. I don't know if Fake Baron's coming, but everyone else is here. You could always watch the stream if not. Just checking, seeing where Fake Baron is. He's at least in chat on Twitch, so. No Van Hale. He means Fake Baron. Yeah, we gotta just switch Baron's name. Fake Baron's name. Like, let's just abbreviate it BSG or something. BVSG. Let's see. I'm gonna PM him. All right, never mind. MoreWork's just gonna go. I PM'd him, but and you can't find the game name. But they're starting. All right. So we don't have Fake Baron. That's fine with me. Now I don't have to keep calling Fake Baron to differentiate. So I'm curious to see what NatureWarden's going to do this time. I said he had a plan, but his early game plan sucked. You know, I think he was late on his tech. He was late on building the Wisp. He pulled the creep way too far with that Ancient War, and that might just be unfamiliarity with the map. So we'll see if he knows how to do it on this map. This one's pretty straightforward. I could even do it. It undead. But, you know, we'll see. He did go random again, right? I just presumed it was random, but he got human again. So if he does the same thing again, this is not a good map for it. It's pretty short. just like Autumn Leaves, pretty short distance. You can plop down some towers right here. So let's see if NatureWarden moves a little bit quicker this time. So far, not. That's not the best place for it, but it'll work. It's kind of annoying because the ensnares. If he gets like ensnared over here, the creeps may just run back, and then it's going to be awkward. Slowly running forward with the Ancient of War, and the archers just ensnared. So we'll see. I've never seen someone build it over here. It's usually right in front over here, so you can eat the trees. So don't actually know how that goes. If it gets ensnared over here, do they just run back? I presume so, but maybe it's close enough. This time we got Keeper of the Groove. Keeper of the Grooviness. I don't know how familiar NatureWarden is with that, so we'll see. DH has kind of like always been like the hero that anyone can fall back on, so we'll see how it goes. I know NatureWarden hasn't been playing as much recently, and that's because he was moving, so he's probably also fighting off just the, rustiness that you get just from not even playing a few days. So MoreWork is doing the exact same thing. He's getting a blacksmith really early. It'll be curious to see if he just does it the same way again. Gets 2 or 3 footies. And is he trapped? I think he's trapped.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oof. Watch. Hopefully he aimed his TP. Yes. I was going to say, imagine if he just TP'd and went back here. More work next time. Take your altar. Just right click right here. And when the hero comes out, it'll go right there. You won't have to waste that TP. Again, Ancient Wonders really early. I'm not sure why. You normally will do it just sometimes to get 21 out of 20 food. You know, you build it and then you cancel it so that you can get another wisp. But normally you don't just get Ancient of Wonders on tier 1. But normally you also don't get a blacksmith on tier 1. So they're both doing suboptimal builds. But that's the point of Gym Newbie League. Not to do suboptimal builds, but to learn not to do suboptimal builds. That's really loud snoring. I don't know if anyone heard that. But I never hear that when I'm playing the game. Yeah, that.
A player's forces are under attack.
I just want to see how you make that sound. What was I doing? So this is the exact same thing, except it's Keeper. And this is the exact same thing because he's taking a ton of damage on his foots. He's got to watch that. Nature again, doing pretty good micro. Taking out that foot. Entangle, that should be a dead rifleman. Keeper is going to be out of mana pretty much now. You'll have another entangle pretty soon. He's going to need another farm real soon if he wants to get his second hero and also keep pumping riflemen. Good. So this is definitely like 100 times better for Nature this time. I expect a game 3 just from the way this beginning is going. I don't think if he tries and do this second, or if he tries and do the same tower rush, that it's going to work. But if he changes up, who knows? This game may go longer. But being level 1 when nature is almost level 3, that's brutal. That might be another, yep, that's another dead rifleman. Just aim it. You don't even have to surround it. Probably could have just killed it, but it's not even surrounded. Next time, nature, if you watch this, yeah, just right click it. If you think it's gonna get out before you can, you know, your entangle finishes, just send like one archer to the other side and then just start blocking it. Because once you already right click it, you don't have to worry about the rest of your army. Just move the archer, whatever it is you're blocking with, back and forth in front of the rifleman. He's still going to get it, which is nice, but this is also scary. If MoreWork was paying attention, he could just drop the farm, and nature's hero would have been stuck. That is a very tight spot. He could have done it probably right there when nature was here. But nature is slowly picking MoreWork apart this game. This should be an archer? Yep, there's an archer. But again, slowly getting picked apart.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nature, though, is not making units like second hero or anything. I don't know if he's getting one from the middle, maybe, probably, but let's see. It's got the gold. It's got a lot of gold, a lot of wood. Just chilling, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some B-ball. Kind of went out of order with that. Tinker is odd, for sure. I guess mass summons, but I don't know why. The odd hero choices may actually result in MoreWork coming back in this game. Pretty much. He's losing a ton just to creeps, but, you know, he's got the standard heroes. I don't really know what to think about this, you know. That pocket factory, you can only, you know, drop, it's like 2, maybe 3-ish, level 1. Tinker doesn't have a ton of mana, and, you know, Blood Mage loves to just suck that up, give it to the Archmage. The Peasant chopping away is pretty good, not bad. It's a nice item too. Just curious if he's gotten even any bear trainings yet. So this is extremely greedy by nature. You know, you're just chilling with 2 archers going, I'm going to go tier 3 with a tinker. But it worked. And adept training. But, oh, nope, this time the master training is a lot quicker, and I hope MoreWork just wants to come over here because he thinks it's a smaller choke or something, and he's not just going to keep creeping. Because his little timing is slowly dying. I mean, this is not nearly as much as he had last time, so it's not even a great timing anymore. But every minute you wait on, if you're going to do this tier 2 push, every minute you wait, more bears. I mean, I guess now I kind of see why he went Tinker. He wants the pocket factory just to hit the towers. I don't think it's the greatest idea, but I think maybe that was the reasoning behind it. And the other thing is, when you try and push this way versus a Night Elf, you got to remember there's going to be an Ancient of War sitting right here. One of the main things they may use just to uproot and try and smack the crap out of you with. It also kind of blocks you from putting down your towers. That's why they're still sitting in his right here, because he can't get in. Now he's going to want to put him down, like right now. Anytime now. It's a good little choke right here. but he needs to put down those towers. He needs to aim this pocket factory or it's going to do plenty of damage. Don't let it get max value. And you need to back up all of these riflemen. Again, Nature's doing a pretty good job. You know, he kept alive that hero. That bear is stuck in the back. That's unfortunate. He might want to just use that just for regen. You know, give us some mana and then just like back up the Tinker regen. Or just uproot the Ancient. You know, that also works. But this is going better. Much better for Nature. And he is not, well, he is somewhat macroing behind, but he has plenty of gold. Then again, Nature also has 800 gold, and that's 2 dead heroes at once. We got game 3. That would be this week, Concealed Hills. That's the last game, or last map there is. So we're just now waiting for the next game name. Hey, it's Value Snack in chat. Where the hell are you for this GNL season? Putting you on the spot. I'm just waiting for the next game name. Once we get it, we'll go right in. Floss grinding away. After yesterday, maybe that gave him more incentive to kick ass and take names. Sorry for, I don't actually know who you are, but your full name is now on view. My bad. Same with a few others. Probably should stop showing that. Arthur's Korean Wars. I kind of just want to join that to see if that's any good. Dota. They still got people. That's amazing. Alright. Fake Baron says not to wait for me in lobby, laying down with game casted to TV. So I should like scream into my microphone or something. There it is. So we just gotta wait for NatureWarden to go Night Elf. Sorry, I'm pausing because no, never mind. MoreWork just lost. So I was saying why is he in? Why is he the host? But that makes sense. Now I'm tired because it's too late. This morning I was casting. I was too tired because I just woke up. Let's see if MoreWork gets human again. I don't even know if that's his main race. So let's see what else he does. Someone is very slow in getting in the games. Not sure if it's players or one of us. Concealed Hill, they should all know this map, so kind of curious where NatureWarden's going to put his Ancient of War to try and creep this time. All right, he's here. So Night Elf versus Night Elf. I'm curious if MoreWork will just go straight like hunts. If he does, that might actually be pretty darn good. It's because, nope, he's not doing it. But I was saying, Nature's doing pretty much the same thing. Now this is a good spot. Pretty good, at least. A lot closer. But Nature's been doing the same thing every game. He now knows kind of what Nature does. You could surprise him with, like mass hunts. It's cheesy, but hey, people do it a lot at all levels in Night Elf versus Night Elf. So it's always something you got to watch out for. Let's see how good MoreWork's Night Elf is. I haven't really been able to. I think I said this game one. I haven't really been able to observe him this whole time, pretty much the last 4 weeks. So this will be interesting. Alrighty, Priestess of the Moon. So he does know, that is, you'll see some streamers, higher level people doing it. There are some strategies where you can go like mass archers, some dots, hit like tier 2 before nature. Well, presuming nature goes the same type of build, before nature gets the bears, you can do a pretty strong push, or like right when it only has like 1 or 2 master bears, and with fairy fire they go down pretty quick with the mass aim. The Priestess of the Moon is there because it'll give you just everything. You have more damage with that aura, and they just drop. But it's a little risky. The longer the game goes, the worse that hero is going to be. Because, at some point you're probably, if you try and go a long game, you're going to be going in the bears, probably. And, well, what is the Priestess of the Moon? It doesn't really work with bears too well. I was going to say, also, there's always the level 6 option. Very nice, but Entangle kind of ruins that as well. So later game, he's going to be totally useless. Or she is going to be totally useless. Mira White Mane. But who knows. But we got 2 Ancients of War. It's going to be mass archers, I presume, seeing as there's no Hunter Hole. And he's decking, so it's definitely just going to be mass archers. So I presume we'll see a tier 2 push. Probably get 1 Ancient of Winds. Do it that way. But we'll see. I'm more curious what Nature's plan is. He's still tier 1. That is not good if he is going to intend on doing the same exact strategy as last game. This is going to be horrible for him. Because he's already teching. He's already, 1/5 done, and you're just starting. And if you're getting Hunter's Hall, that probably means you are going the same exact build, which means you want those bears out as soon as possible. So now the real question is, how early is MoreWork going to hit? It seems he likes his tier 2-ish pushes. At least first Night Elf. He did it with Human twice. Once it worked, once it didn't. And he's going to do it again this game, I presume. I think that's the first time Nature actually lost one of his wisps. He's usually pretty good about dispelling them. Although he should probably be concentrating on other things, but it's not bad that he always does. This creep is going to hurt. This is the one problem with Priestess of the Moon. Nothing to tank. And as we've seen with MoreWork, he has a plan, but he's definitely got to work a little bit on his micro. His units are taking plenty of damage. It doesn't totally matter since, big old well, plenty of wells. But, oof, that's almost a dead archer right there. If NatureWarden just walked by right now, MoreWork would cry. But luckily, nature's doing his own thing on the other side of the map. Mass archers. So again, it's going to come down to micro versus, game plan. Strength of the moon. He's probably going to get like Naga second. That's pretty good, especially with the Ancient and Wind. Yeah, he's doing as I said. So this will be hitting relatively soon. He only needs a few of these to be real super effective. You really don't need a ton of dots, Archers die to that many archers poking them in one shot. You really just want it for the potential bears and for the heroes. It makes everything just drop very quickly. So both of them are level 3, level 2 aura as expected. No second hero yet though. I don't know if his plan is just to grab it on the way over, maybe. But again, he doesn't have any dots out yet either. Okay. That's interesting. One Ancient of Lore, one Ancient of Wind, so we're not going to see the same thing. DH second as well for nature. But here we go. It's going to hurt.
Player's forces are under attack.
38 food to 28, and nature is fighting out here. That's probably not a great idea. That was a nice hide, though. That's for sure. He is getting a few archers. That's also good, especially if he gets that one. There it goes. So he's chipping away. That's not bad. You need more, though. Where is everything? Get them dots moving. So again, MoreWork had a very good plan, but it's kind of falling apart. He had to keep on top of his macro. He doesn't have any real lockdown, you got Cold Arrow, that's nice, but it's not the greatest lockdown. Nature likes playing games, getting that as low as he can before he staffs it out, which is great, but don't do that, or else he looks stupid. And he knew it. But this is interesting. Mountain Giant with dots. All right. Never seen that. He won't be, well, he might not kill this. Here it comes. All right, he is going to kill it. So we got 1,600 health mountain giants versus archers. I've never seen anyone go mountain giants with Druid of the Talons, though. I gotta say, that is a first. This is also unfortunate. This just chilling over here. That's gonna be a dead. He should have passed it. It might live. It's going. Wow. 2 live. And he should notice that his Druids of the Talons are just relaxing here now. That's good. But no archers. So this is bad. Well, unless you're rooting for NatureWarden, then this is good. He's going into bears, but he's not tier 3, so he canceled it. He canceled it and canceled, I think, both of them on accident. But this is a quick upgrade, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I think MoreWork realizes he has a timer, and his timer is basically up already. So he has got to do something. He's got to do something soon. Although he is sitting tier 2, so it's not the biggest deal. But these mountain giants, they're beefy boys. Kaiser would be turning off the stream right now if he was actually watching. So yeah, keeper. It's pretty much like the easiest thing to aim in this whole army. So it's not a bad idea. But he's gonna need more, a lot more.
A player's forces are
Getting that second upgrade is very nice, but he does not have that many archers. I would rather see him just making sure he's pumping archers than getting upgrades, but he has the gold for it. And these ancients back here, that's pretty interesting. And they're not going to be seeing no fairy fire. But I'm curious, when they get up, are they just going to poke the creeps? Like, I think they're in range. So he might poke the creeps, and then
a player's
while he's fighting over here, the ancients might die. So we'll see. But look at that. Even though it's 1600, without those upgrades, tier 3, they're melting. So I was saying MoreWork may have missed his timing, but Nature still teching tier 3, just lost his keeper. And again, a plan over micro. And I don't mean that as a bad thing to more work. NatureWarden, just as you saw, he was concentrating more on micro than he was in just building units. And in the end, should have got to do both, or frankly, build more units than worrying about your micro. So MoreWork came in with the game plan that was kill him at tier 2, no matter what. It worked the first game, did not work the second game, and it worked the third game. He's definitely been watching someone. I don't normally see the... Well, I was going to say maybe if MoreWork was on like Remote's team, that tier 2 push seems a little bit familiar. I know Remote likes to do that versus Night Elves, but he's not. So I don't know. But hey, not bad. So with that, I don't think there's any more games. So I am going to sign off. Thanks for watching. That was a fun game. Like I said, both of them did pretty good. So I'll see you next time.